Welcome to Corporals Corner. Today we're going to do a solo overnight testing the Hammock Hitch by Rincon Outdoor. So stick around, we have an outstanding show coming up. Well, here we go again. Another week down, which gives you another solo overnighter. I'm out here in the west coast / left coast. High of 70, low of 40. I know it sucks, right? But that leaves me with no excuse not to be out here in the woods. So for the past 6 or 7 weeks, we've been building structures, shelters, putting up tents, and sleeping on the ground. And I'll tell you what, I'm old and I need a break. So, just like I'm out looking for the perfect backpacking tent, the perfect car camping tent, the perfect ultralight hot tent, I'm looking for the perfect hammock setup. And the perfect hammock setup to me is something that will allow me to hammock camp all year round no matter where I'm at. And I think I found it. Now, scoping through the internet, I found a company called Rincon Outdoors. And they produce something called a Hammock Hitch. Now, what I found, especially on the west coast, left coast, is that in most areas, not all, most areas, wildlife areas, state parks, things like that, campgrounds, etc. If you were to collect sticks, move rocks, you can be prosecuted to the fullest extent of that law, or them laws. So you can forget about hanging a hammock anywhere, because to them it hurts the trees. Whether that's rooted in science, or something someone came up with, that remains to be seen. But again, it's coming up on springtime, summertime, and I enjoy hammock camping all year round. So I thought there's got to be something out there that I can take with me, kind of like a vehicle bug out kit or a vehicle tent, and put it up whenever I want without being too complicated. And I think I found that. Let's go ahead and check out the Hammock Hitch by Rincon Outdoor. Alright, check it out. The Hammock Hitch setup comes in 5 parts, and it's made from 2-inch diameter circular welded tube steel that has a weight capacity of 300 pounds. First off, you get a welded receiver mount that's extra long. An additional 15 inches have been added that's designed to get you and your hammock away from the back of your vehicle. Next, you have 4 nesting arms that will actually hold your hammock in place, followed by 4 nesting pins. And lastly, 1 5/8 diameter hitch pin. There's something out there waiting for us. And it ain't no man. Here goes nothing. Wow, okay. So far so good. Got plenty of clearance here. That was my concern. If you notice, the tube still flexes. And it's designed for that. When I put the pins in, I could adjust those nesting arms to work that nesting pin inside there. So it's gonna flex. The max weight is like 300. I'm 230, 240-ish, give or take a cheeseburger or a bacon cheeseburger. All right, we're talking about hammock camping during the winter time. It's gonna be about 35 to 40 degrees tonight. Now, hammock camping. I see one of three ways to do this. One, string the hammock, jump in that bad boy, and hope for the best. Doing that during the winter time, open yourself up to two things, conduction and convection. Now, conduction is when your body's in contact with something cold, like that hammock material, and it sucks the body heat away. Convection, if it's breezy or windy like it is right now, and it's 35 degrees outside, you have a wind chill factor of 20 degrees, you're gonna lay in there and shiver all night because that air is gonna circulate around your body and siphon the heat off that way. Not a good thing. Option two, okay? Some type of underquilt. Simple. Think of a sleeping bag for a hammock. It goes underneath your hammock so you're not lying directly on it, and it creates a warm pocket of air. Downside to this. The lower that they're rated for, the more bulky they're gonna be. It tends to be a nightmare if you're trying to pack these into a small pack. Think of it like an ultralight sleeping bag. Yes or no, pick your poison. The last option is some type of sleeping pad, meaning foam or a blow-up mattress or pad to go inside that hammock. Now, a lot of hammocks have a zippered pouch where you can slide that bad boy in there. Works great. The problem I found is that if you're over 140 pounds and you work out, your shoulders and arms hang off that pad all night. So you're gonna toss and turn, get cold, toss and turn. Not a good thing. So looking around, I found an insulated mattress pad that you blow it up, and it's designed with wings on it for your shoulders and legs. It's made by Climate. Let's check it out. Gotta do this just right. Gotta adjust the arm. Be like, unroll it. And there's the air valve right there. I like it a lot. Now, with that said, there's one complaint, and those of you that hammock camp, I'm sure you've already caught it. The purpose of this hammock hitch is to simulate two trees, or a lack of trees. Where am I tying my tarp off to? The only place on there are those existing holes that my carabiner goes through, and it leaves very little, if no space, to try and pull a paracord ridgeline through there. Number 36 bank line might be a different story, but if we're going to offer constructive criticism, I would suggest a dog ear on the opposite side, or some type of rod that extends that you can tie off to. Okay, so here's the problem. With my Dyneema tarp that comes with the HG hammock gear hammock, I need another 18 inches to tie off. So that's not going to happen. And just like that, our problem solved. An 8x8 Silnai tarp combined with our infamous trucker's hitch, and we're in business. That means it's time for dinner. Going to start out with 1 cup. I'm going to start off with 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons. A little bit more. Time for a taste test. Dude, that syrup, the brown sugar, cayenne pepper, get that on that salty bacon, oh my God. Tell you what, this is a winner right here. Ha! Hell yeah. That's going to be outstanding. Why? Because I'm making it. Bacon candy, baby. Give that a few minutes, flip it, coat the opposite side, and then thoroughly cook that bacon to your liking. Check that out. Nice and caramelized. Crispy yet chewy. Here we go. Oh man. Not even words. I mean, the thick cut bacon with the salt and the grease. Cayenne pepper, just a kick of it. The syrup, brown sugar. There's the crunchy part. This truly is candy. Well, bacon's candy anyways. Willing to bet you there's several recipes like this, but this one's mine. Man, oh man. Imagine getting some of this over popcorn. It's all about presentation. Now, if bacon grease popcorn wasn't good enough, behold, ladies and gentlemen, I give you bacon candy popcorn. Oh man. Bacon grease popcorn, popped kernels, crispy, white popcorn. My opinion, much more crispier than the yellow popcorn. It's salted, okay. Picture this. Then you got the bacon inside there, which has salt of its own, the bacon flavor. Infuse popcorn seeds with bacon grease. Bacon on top of that. Candied bacon. Syrup, brown sugar, cayenne pepper. All those flavors just, the sweet and salty. Oh my God, man. Perfect. Give myself a thumbs up. Oh man. Further proof that you add bacon to anything and it becomes a meal. I can hear and taste my arteries clogging. I'm gonna sit here, finish my popcorn, cut some wood, get that fire raging. So what I'm thinking about doing is once a week or every week mention a new upcoming channel. Not necessarily new, they could have been there for years. They're just not getting any views or any circulation. So this week I want to go ahead and recognize a Pathfinder student, my student. Got a great heart, great mentality, great channel. Goes out there and gets it done, has a great attitude, 100% heart, and always smiling, has a good time out in the woods. And he does all this using old school Russian surplus gear. And he also does this knowing that he'll probably get very little or no views. He's just going to go out there and have a good time. His name is Jess Burchill, and his channel is called The Endurance Room. You need to check him out. Go to the YouTube search, The Endurance Room. He's got two types of videos. Outdoors skills overnighters, using the old surplus gear, and old school strongman videos, workout videos. We're talking the dumbbells and doing the old workouts to where they used to go and, not necessarily like a circus act, but the old school strongman. They'd pick up like bolts and bend them, bending horseshoes. I watched this dude take my intermediate course at the Pathfinder school, go out there, limited water, limited food, just being beat down for 4 nights and 5 days. The dude passes, goes up to his vehicle, comes back, bends 2 bolts and 2 horseshoes, and is like, here you go. And I'm like, he's like, thanks for playing. I'm like, damn. Now that's what I'm talking about. You want to assemble a team, that's the dude you want. Again, Jess Birchill, The Endurance Room. Check him out. Tell him I sent you. We're still making headway on logos, doing what I can, but most likely I'm probably going to have to hire a company. Some people are getting close or closer. It's just taking too long, and I want to get the stuff out there for you guys. Also want to announce that 250K subscriber giveaway. I mean, we're at like, what, 290 right now? I don't want to be at 1 million and be like, yeah, you know, back in the day, the 250K, yeah. No, that's not fair to you guys, and it's just going to be bothersome for me. So, I'll probably, like I said, hire a company. I want something simple. Simple. I don't want words on it, and it's too complicated. Something simple, transferable to mugs, t-shirts, hats, patches, things like that. As always, I'm always going to be searching for the perfect coffee, the perfect instant coffee, the ultimate backpacking tent. I got a couple of leads on an ultralight hot tent I'm looking at right now. That's all coming up down the road. Got a lot of ideas circling around in here for some bushcrafting shelters. I think you guys are going to just die for things that haven't been done on YouTube. But once we get summertime and the fish are biting and things are cool where I'm at in my locations, looking at doing some kayaking, maybe some canoeing, multiple night events, collaborations with a couple of guys coming up. We're talking about it right now, so it's going to be off the hook. So I appreciate everybody sticking around. Other than that, I'm going to chill by the fire, enjoy my night. Thanks for coming along. In the morning, got our ultimate coffee experiment. Have to wait and check that out. I'm on deck 0630. This pad's actually comfortable. I was actually impressed. I'm laying diagonal right now, and I didn't feel cold at all last night. And I checked it about 2 o'clock in the morning, and it dipped down to about 32 degrees. So that's not too bad, but I mean, I was expecting 40, but for what it's worth, the R value in this thing is 4.4, and it performed, so I'm impressed. Guess I'll get my lazy butt up and get some coffee. Nothing like waking up to the sound of birds, nature's alarm clock, and the occasional predator. This is good. Outstanding. Last night, I had a dream that there were clouds in my coffee. I'm so vain. Welcome back. Last night was outstanding. Let's go ahead and kick this off with our infamous, yes, infamous, which means more than famous, our infamous after action report. And we'll start with that insulated sleeping pad. Outstanding. I was amazed. Those added wings on the top and the bottom, I could roll to my side and lay on my back. My arms were touching them and they weren't cold. And it dipped down to 32 degrees last night. I'm sold. So from now on, 30 and above, I'm taking that mat every single time. It folds up to about an 8-inch diameter, 8-inch by 8-inch, and I can toss that into a pack. And it saves a lot more room trying to stuff away some type of underquilt. So again, I'm sold. Now, the Rincon Hammock Hitch, I'm sold as well. The one complaint though, and I mentioned this last night, and R&D team, if you're listening, find some way to add some type of clamps to it, okay? That way you have some type of vertical or diagonal ears that extend about 4 to 5 inches. Doing this as you go up should give you that added foot on each side. This way, that system can accommodate an 8x10, a 10x10, 10x12 tarp. And I think that doing that, these things will be flying off the shelves. Now, as usual, all the gear in this video can be found on my Amazon influencer page or my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. Now, check this out. Everybody always asks me about my Sabota pack, okay? For the first time, they're now available on my Self-Reliance Outfitters influencer page. Both the links, my Amazon and Self-Reliance Outfitters, will be in my description box. Please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.